How's it going, everybody? This is Todd Drabo. Hope you all are having yet another great day, and welcome to a very special video. So today is Saturday, November 14th, which can only mean one thing. Today is my 23rd birthday. Yes, I know, obviously it's another year older, which sucks because as you can tell, I've been getting pretty old the last couple of years, but hey, it's another opportunity to celebrate another year of life, and I'm so happy that I get to spend some of that with you guys. So you know what? I decided why not let you guys run the show for a little bit and ask me a little bit about what you would like to know about me. And so for this video, I decided that I'm going to be doing a Q&A video, and I'm going to be answering all of your questions about some of my interests outside of here, as well as what's going on in my life, like college, video games, politics, entertainment, sports, anything about that. I decided I'm going to let you guys ask me some questions, and I'll do my best to answer as many of them as I can here in this video. So throughout the week, I asked you guys to send me some of your questions for the Q&A on my social media, and I've gotten quite a bit of responses regarding what you'd like to know about me, so I had to put them all on this piece of paper right here just so I can remember every single one of them for this video. And like I said, I'm going to try the best I can to answer as many of these questions as I possibly can for this video. So if your question didn't make it here, don't worry. I do plan on doing more Q&As in the near future, so stay tuned and be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, let's get to it. This is the 23rd birthday Q&A Extravaganza, or whatever you like to call it. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, first question. What was your favorite part of high school? I had quite a good amount of memories there in high school, and one of my favorites had to be participating on the football and lacrosse teams when I was there at the three schools in Chatham, Livingston, and Kennewan. I actually played on lacrosse for only one school, which was in Livingston, but that was a whole lot of fun though, because those are two sports that I really got to enjoy watching growing up, and getting to play there in some of those sports and getting to meet all my new friends there, it was a lot of fun, and I even got to play a little bit. Although I didn't play a whole lot, I was pretty decent out there on the field in both of those, and I even scored a couple goals in lacrosse as well, so getting to play a little bit, getting to meet some new friends there. And I also enjoyed a memory what I had during junior prom, during my junior year. Now, that year I actually had to go to junior prom alone because I was a very shy guy, I didn't have a whole lot of social time outside of school, but I just wanted to be there and have a fun time with them, and boy, I did. I got to spend a lot of time with my friends. I even got to enjoy some good food, and there was even a dance floor as well, and my friends tried to drag me there, and yeah, that was a very interesting time. I really enjoyed getting to be on the dance floor. I even got to do some pretty cool dance moves on the floor as well. Yeah, those were some very fun times there, and high school was obviously some of the best years of my life, and those were just some of my favorite memories there from high school. What will I miss the most about Kean University? I think the thing that I'm going to miss the most about Kean is just all the friends that I made. I only got to spend 2 years at Kean University because I spent 2.5 years prior at Union County College, so I really didn't have a whole lot of time to be able to make a whole lot of friends there. But through all my classes and all the activities that I got to be a part of, including Kean TV, where I actually got to make a show for them, Kean Reacts, and even participate in the social media summit, which I did in December last year. That was just a whole lot of fun. I got to meet a whole lot of friends through those activities as well as some of my classes, and I just love every single moment of it. And I'm hoping that I can find a way to be able to continue those relationships outside of school, because once I graduate next month, I'm not going to be able to see them in college again. So hopefully I can find a way to continue building on this relationships, and hopefully continue with those connections outside of college in the future, whether through it's one-on-one hangouts or even group activities, group meets. If you're a friend of mine from Kean University, hopefully we can find some way to continue to meet with each other again very soon. All right, next question is, what was your favorite college course? I've actually had quite a few favorite courses that I took. I'm actually taking one right now called Sports and Event Management, along with Leisure, which I took in fall 2019 with a professor named Jonathan Giordano. He's actually a pretty funny dude because he is a Disney freak. I'm not much of a Disney freak, but he loves Disney, and some of the stuff that he showed there was really hilarious, a lot of fun, and very, very interesting. And I'm also taking a class called Death in Perspective with Dr. Norma Bowley. That was actually a very interesting course that I'm taking because it's learning a little bit about death and the introspective behind it. And I did share a little bit about that when I was talking in my last video about the passing of one of my friends, Tito Capolero. So a lot of that inspiration came from that class. So I've also enjoyed taking making media theory with Dr. Fred Fitch because he was almost like a saint. He was a very bubbly personality. He was a lot of fun to be around, and as well as some of the classmates that I got to be with as well. And I actually got to spend the semester with a group of 4 or 5 students, which that was a very fun time because I got to learn a little more about each other. And we even went to a bowling alley at one point in February last year, which I even did a video about here on my YouTube channel. So if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. That was a lot of fun. In fact, that was part of an extra credit assignment that we did where we had to go out to a place and spend some time with each other. I also enjoyed film study with Professor Carl Crutita at Union County College. Got to watch a whole lot of favorite films like Scarface and all of that. I can't remember every film at the top of my head, but Professor Crutita was probably one of my all-time favorite professors. He had such a bubbly personality. He loved every one of the students that he got taught, and he told some rather interesting and hilarious stories as well. And I even got to do a film trailer for that course as well, and I really enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed being with Dr. Melinda Norelli for psychology during fall of 2017. She was also my PTK advisor. I really got to enjoy being with her. Some of the stuff she taught, she was hilarious. I really enjoyed that course, and all the friends that I got to make on all of them. Those are some very fun courses that I took. And there are quite a few more that I also enjoyed, but those are just some of my favorites that I got to take. What is your favorite video you made on YouTube so far? I'm actually going to have to narrow it down to 2 here. The first one is the video that I made during my internship with Best Buddies, where I did an expectations video for PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X. And one of the reasons for that was because I got to speak with Doug and Glenn from Almost Better Than Silence, the podcast that those 2 guys did. And I just enjoyed getting to meet them. They love video games just like I do. We talked a whole lot about video games, and getting to hear their introspective on what they expect from the 9th generation consoles, that was a whole lot of fun. And I'm hoping that I get to meet those 2 again soon, in one of their episodes in their future podcasts as well, because they have a pretty good podcast as well. And if you love video games, please check them out as well. They have a pretty good podcast over there. And the other one was one of my more recent videos, which was my weight loss video. That was a very difficult one for me to make because, as you remember, I was overweight for almost my entire life up till this point. I'm now obviously 145, 150 pounds, and the reception that I got from that video was really positive. I got a lot of inspiration and a lot of positive thoughts on that video. So, all of you guys that supported me in that video, thank you so much. That was such a difficult video for me to make, and your feedback really inspired me to continue making YouTube videos like those here. And obviously, I'm not going to stop making those videos for quite some time in the near future. Have you figured out what your plan is for once you graduate this fall? I'm currently working on that right now. I'm actually currently in the midst of applying for positions in the media and film industry once I graduate next month. I have applied for NBC News. I'm also working at WNET, CBS, and NJTV in Newark, and maybe a few other places in the media industry as well. I want to start out small. I also have the Union Public Access, which is Union TV 34 nearby in Union, New Jersey. I'm looking at getting into that to start with. So, I'm just looking to start out small, and after maybe a few years, maybe 4 or 5 years, hopefully I can work my way up to the bigger level media production companies like NBC, CBS, and Fox Sports and all those places, and get to do some stuff over there as well. But yeah, right now I'm currently in the midst of working on that plan because obviously I still got a lot when it comes to living independently that I gotta work on, as well as applying for positions in the TV and film industry once I get out of college this upcoming December. Who is your favorite athlete, past or present? I was actually a fan of NASCAR, and that's a motorsports that's been around since 1948, and my favorite athlete from there is Jeff Gordon. The reason why I say that is because he has 93 career wins in the Cup Series, as well as 4 NASCAR Cup Series championships, and he is a Hall of Famer in that sport, and he's one of the most successful NASCAR drivers of all time. But the reason why he's my favorite athlete is because he inspired so many young athletes like me. He came into NASCAR at a time where there weren't so many young guys that were dominating at that sport. He came into the Cup Series at 21 years old, and right away he started winning. He started winning races, he started winning a whole lot of championships, and his story inspired so many young athletes like him to be able to get in sports like football, basketball, baseball, or in a sense NASCAR, and be competitive right away. Unfortunately, he's not competing anymore. He's a broadcaster now, but he is my all-time favorite athlete, and so Jeff Gordon was the guy that brought me into NASCAR, and I just really love seeing him as an athlete. And if you're wondering who my favorite NASCAR driver is now, that driver is Chase Elliott, who actually recently just won a Cup Series championship just earlier this month. So yeah, congratulations to him on that. What would you like to do in the TV and film industry? Well, there's quite a bit that I like to do in there. I want to be able to work as a producer and an executive for popular TV shows and films, and even some live broadcasts as well. There's a whole bunch of other genres that I like to get into as well. Sports industry, the news industry, entertainment, even film, and even cover politics as well. I want to start out small by working out as a production assistant for a couple of years, maybe do a little bit of camera operation as well, getting to work the cameras a little bit, doing live productions as well, do a little video editing, and then hopefully once the time is right, I can go up to working in a producer role and start working on making popular TV shows and movies, and even work in the film industry, work on some films with top actors and actresses as well, and hopefully at the very end I can become a senior executive or VP of all operations when it comes to the media and film industry in a popular or huge TV station nearby or something like that. So yeah, there's a lot of avenues that I want to go into in TV and film, so I'm keeping everything in mind at this point. How long would you like to do YouTube for? I'm going to be honest with you, I would like to do YouTube for quite a long time. Obviously for as long as this site is still on and for as long as I'm still here, I like to continue making YouTube. I obviously have a lot of things that I have to worry about outside my life. I'm gonna have to find a job in media and film. I also have to worry about making plans to start living independently as well, and a whole bunch of other stuff as well. But I love YouTube, and I've really enjoyed the experience that I've gotten to have here so far. And so as long as I still have the ability to make some videos, I like to continue doing YouTube videos for quite a long time in the future, maybe the next few years and all of that. But yeah, I like to continue doing YouTube for quite a long time, to be honest with you. What are your favorite video games? So as I mentioned before, I have a PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, and a PlayStation 4, and I have quite a few video games on all of those. So some of my favorites have to be from the Medal of Honor franchise, which was a video game franchise that revolutionized the first-person shooter genre, particularly in the World War II scene. I have Frontline, Rising Sun, European Assault Vanguard, as well as there are two more recent ones, Medal of Honor Remake and Medal of Honor Warfighter. I really enjoyed those games. I also enjoyed sports games as well. I also enjoy mostly NASCAR video games, as along with some Madden NFL video games. I haven't played some of those in a long time, but hopefully I can get back to those very soon. I also enjoy racing games. I also have a lot of Burnout games, Need for Speed Underground, Most Wanted, all of those games. I really enjoy getting to do a lot of carnage in those games. But my favorite video games have to be from Call of Duty, so should be no surprise that I said that there. In fact, I actually have almost every game in the Call of Duty franchise, from its spin-off in 2004, Finest Hour, to World War II, which was in 2017. In fact, I haven't gotten a Call of Duty video game since that time. I haven't gotten a chance to get Black Ops 4 or Modern Warfare the remake, so I'm hoping that in the near future, once I make enough money, I can restart on collecting Call of Duty games and get those two games as well. In fact, I believe Black Ops Cold War was just released yesterday, to be honest with you, so yeah, hopefully I can get that game in the near future as well. As I mentioned before, I like to get a PlayStation 1, PlayStation 5, and all the Xbox consoles, as well as Nintendo's, Sega's, Atari's, all those video game consoles, because I really would like to build up on a video game collection, a really big one in the near future as well. I'm a guy that loves video games, so hopefully I can make enough soon where I can start affording to collect some video games and video game consoles and play some popular games on those consoles as well. What is your favorite food? I'm going to be honest with you, I love food, and really it's anything that comes to mind. I really like burgers, cheeseburgers and all of that. I like pizza, buffalo barbecue chicken, buffalo wings, that really comes to mind. I also love fruits, bananas, apples, and watermelon, all of that. So I'm going to be honest with you, I don't really have a personal favorite food. I love every kind of food there is. If it's good and it's new, I'm going to try it and see if it tastes good or not. So, I'm a guy that loves food, and I'm always willing to try something new. So I like all kinds of food, to be honest with you. All right, a few more questions. If you can go anywhere in the world, where would it be and why? So I haven't actually traveled out of the country since I was 8 months old. If I got the chance to go out and explore again, I would love to go to countries like Great Britain, Germany, Japan, Spain, Brazil, all because they have a lot of great cuisine and a lot of really cool festive events that go on there as well. I also like to go see, the Tower of Rome, the Eiffel Tower, some popular destinations in Great Britain, and I also want to learn some new languages as well. I can only speak English, so, I like to learn a little bit as well as Spanish, French, Japanese, German, all of those languages as well. I really like the opportunity to do so. And here in the US, I also like to go to places like, Miami, Dallas, Los Angeles, especially Los Angeles, because, that's where Hollywood is, and that's where, is the hub of the film production industry. And like I said, I want to work in film production as well. So, hopefully I get the opportunity to go there as well. But yeah, I've never really traveled anywhere outside the US other than when I was a baby. So, hopefully in the near future I can go out traveling again and go to those places because, I always like to explore new things and learn some new places as well. Are you thinking about trying competitive eating again? I'm going to be honest with you, I am thinking about it. If you remember last year, I did make a couple of videos where I did some chugging as well when I tried to get into it. Obviously, that was not a very good idea for me because, as I mentioned at the time, I was pretty overweight, so I realized that I needed to be a little more careful with my weight, so I had to put a stop to that for now. Obviously, I'm now 145, 150 pounds like I mentioned before, so I'm now at the weight where I can go ahead and afford and do all of that stuff. So, by any chance I decide that, I want to give it a shot, maybe go to some restaurants, do some popular challenges, and do some competitive eating contests as well, maybe I'll give it a shot again. So, you can't rule anything out at this point. Alright, final question. What is your favorite childhood memory? I've had quite a few memories that I made as a child that I really enjoyed doing. To be honest with you, if I had to pick a favorite, it had to be when I met New York Jets tight end Dustin Keller. And I did talk about that in one of my recent videos where I met him. That was a lot of fun because, I got to do a special charity event with him. I also got to meet with him a couple more times, and as mentioned prior, we were able to do a special promotion where for every touchdown that was scored that season, there was $100 that would be donated to autism research, and the Jets even made me the poster boy that year, all because of my meet with Dustin Keller. And it was huge at my school that I was going to at the time, Central 5. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, and I've had a lot of special childhood memories, but if I had to pick a favorite, it was the time where I met Dustin Keller. That had to be one of my favorite memories of my entire life. And Dustin's not playing anymore, but he inspired me to be able to get to where I am right now. Alright, I think that's going to do it for all the questions that I have here. So if your question didn't appear in this one, do not worry. I do plan on doing more Q&As in the future, so stay tuned to my social media for whenever that time comes. I'll continue to ask you guys, what you would like to learn about me. Yeah, stay tuned in the future. I do plan on doing more Q&As in the future, so maybe we can find something in common with each other and, get to interact with each other more and, yeah, just learn a little bit more about me and my life. So, stay tuned. I do plan on doing more Q&As in the near future. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really enjoyed getting to spend part of my 23rd birthday today with you, and I'm looking forward to having a very special rest of my 23rd birthday today. And as always, if you guys enjoy it and you'd like to see more of my content, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when my latest video is released. As always, comment below on future suggestions for all my videos, whether it's vlogs, projects, challenges, anything in your life, or even Q&As like I did today. Feel free to leave in the comment section below and I'll try my best to make those. As always, follow me on social media. All the links are in the description below. That's going to do it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching and allowing me to celebrate part of my 23rd birthday with you. Looking forward to a very special rest of the day. And as always, I hope to see all of you guys again in another video very soon. So long, everybody.